Dalglish over his head nicely, and De Cubba was there, but so is Souness there. Will he get a shot in? Now Dalglish across the face of the goal. It's there, Dalglish.
We won the European Cup, and I'm thinking we'll still be doing a lap of honour for 6 months. And Bob comes in, he says, well, this is icing on the cake, the European Cup, but you want to win the league. The league's the bread and butter. And then Paisley goes to the door and says, yeah, congratulations, you're a great team. Have a good summer. The hard work starts when we come back here on July the 12th. If there's one word that Paisley hated, it was the C word, complacency. Hated it. And that's what his philosophy was always about, you know. Never mind the success, just remember how you got the success. Hard work, good players, good tactics.
On the home front, there was a new challenge. Brian Clough's Nottingham Forest stole in to grab the league title in '78, as well as the League Cup, at Liverpool's expense.
I think Mr. Partridge is given the penalty. Here it comes again. There goes O'Hare, out goes the foot, and he caught him outside the box. No doubt in my mind, but the final decision, it comes from Mr. Partridge. Robertson versus Clements.
The only thing they had is the referee on their side tonight. It's bloody ridiculous. He's given a penalty, he's disallowed a goal for us. It's terrible, he should be shot. It's as simple as that.
But even Cloughie couldn't break the Reds' domestic stranglehold for long. And like everyone, he too was curious to unearth the closely guarded secrets of Anfield's success.
Champions, European champions, all in the past. It looks more like a foreman's office on a wimpy estate. Hey up! That's what happened to Tommy Smith. Canny fella, isn't he? I don't think there's many secrets around here, but I'll tell you what, I'll mark your card where they are. Come on.
And all it was, the boot room was a back room where we kept the boots, and we kept a couple of cases of beer, and they decided to, after games, to invite the opposition in to have a chat. But also during the week after training, they would do the same, and we'd banter around over maybe a beer or a cup of coffee, and we'd say, well, he's good, he's not good enough, maybe.
There's a lot of talk goes off in there, and it's interesting because you're always interested in what people think about your own players, and they tell you more about your own players than you really know yourself, or vice versa. Like.
I suppose it's the people in the club. It's the people that make it, really. There's no magic. No, there's no magic.
Magic it may not have been, but the boot room was now part of football folklore. Another hallmark of Bob Paisley's unique approach.
Bob wasn't the greatest person in the world at communicating to people, but he got his point over through what he did on the training pitch. Everyone talks about tactics, but at the time of Bob, it was about how we played, really. He would give the opposition teams and the formation, and a lot of the time he'd get it wrong and we'd be sitting there laughing, but he'd just keep going, on. But there was always something in the team talk that you would listen to and think, yeah, take that on board.
My headmaster told me, he said, if you want to tell anybody anything, he said, speak softly. And he said, you'll find that they're trying to listen to you. They're trying to get what you're going to say. And if you shout at them, or, then they're not interested, really. And that's the approach that I've tried to take on.
Trophy followed trophy. Bob Paisley was now the toast of English football. But perhaps the finest vintage was reserved for the 1978-79 season.
Case. Miss hit, but it's found Dalglish, and he turns and scores. Dermot put in by Highway. And the chest down by Perriman dropped nicely for Dalglish, and now Kennedy. And Souness, can he turn on it? Pulled it back for Case. Dalglish! McDermott. Kennedy at the far post, and in it goes. And bingo, number 3. Johnson on for McDermott. Ray Kennedy in the middle, the ball with Dalglish, and now Johnson, Souness. Dalglish did well to turn on the shot. Johnson, 4-0. And now he's Dalglish put away by Ray Kennedy. Dalglish for Johnson, number 5. Dane's now on his line, knows that he must keep still. Johnson. And Johnson the ball into acres of empty space for Highway. And Highway a brilliant crossback. And what a classic goal.
Oh yeah, I certainly remember that, yes. I've actually got a video of that one, and so I watch it every now and then. When I'm feeling a bit low, it just picks me up a little bit. Not because I scored the goal, it could have been anyone. It was just the way it happened, the build-up to it. Dreams are made of that, aren't they?
Oh, well, Liverpool played the game the way it should be played. Simple. They made themselves available when they had the ball. It was the easiest thing in the world to find them with each other with passes. That's what the game's all about.
The teams are coming here, we're just pulverising them. They want to get the kick of the ball. And it was exciting times.
Dermot, Neil has made the run. And how well too. And he gets the second. Well, that's beautifully done by Phil Neal.
The team never really changed that season. It was Ray Clements in goal.
Thomas, deflection and a great save.
Nearly Phil Thompson, myself, Alan Kennedy.
On for Thompson. He's got it across. There's the equaliser from Hansen.
The midfield four was absolutely awesome. Case, McDermott, Souness, Ray Kennedy.
That's a fine ball, finds McDermott. Here is Ray Kennedy. It's so simple.
And the front two were David Johnson and Kenny Dalglish.
Dalglish turning Moreland, who got back, but it's still Dalglish. Oh!
And Davy Fairclough in there as well.
McDermott, Fairclough. Oh, it's two. Davy Fairclough, look how pleased he is.
Frightening. I mean, how many goals did we score?
We scored 85.
How many did we concede?
16 goals throughout the season.
I'm saying that's the best team ever then.
Now McDermott. Case. Souness. Slipping Talbot. Could be number 3 here. McDermott gets it.
On the 8th of May 1979, Liverpool's status as the 70s greatest was cemented against Aston Villa. A record-breaking 68 points, 30 league wins and 28 clean sheets, with only 15 players. For everyone else, it must have felt like the end of the world.
Victory and 2 points would clinch the league for the 3rd time in 4 seasons. And the unswerving faith of public and players alike was rewarded in 47 seconds. Dalglish lays the ball back to McDermott. And it's fullback Alan Kennedy popping up as Liverpool's most forward attacking player, who turns it into the net. Kenny Dalglish showed how to keep cool and pick the spot. The most magical goal in Liverpool's 3-0 victory was saved from the Kop end. A cut back from the goal line by Dalglish that seemed impossible, and McDermott's finishing immaculate.
Honestly, that's 3 times now, and you deserve it. Just look at them, yourself, for every one of the team, and the manager especially. Just unbelievable.
You couldn't have wrote it in a book better.
Can you remember 40 years ago, the first day you arrived here?
I can't remember that far back.
Seems a long time ago, does it?
Been here 4 years now and have 3 championship medals. It's unbelievable. Brilliant. Absolutely magic.
British football might only appreciate how good they are when their achievements are recalled in years to come.
At the start of the 80s, Merseyside was in decline. The docks and industries that had once thrived ground to a halt, sparking dole queues, strikes and riots. One ray of hope remained, however, and that was football.
You're on the dole. What else have you got to look for? And all you got is the football.
Football's got to do this, you know. Saturday afternoon might be the only